Hey there, it's Bartholomew Perez, engineer, realtor in California and Florida, author and investor. Last week, I gave a keynote to a high school in Los Angeles, California. Let me tell you, those minds, they're prepared for STEM. A lot of them already declared their major as they're making their way, in the next couple months, transitioning into university from high school. And one that's exciting for a lot of them because I polled the audience and a majority of them, first time generation, first to graduate high school, first to leave home. And granted, a lot of them did decide to stay local, but the majority took the initiative to want to further their education. So, like large applause to them because leaving high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and so I took the route of going undeclared. It wasn't a terrible idea, and I think anybody that doesn't know, you're also in a good position because you can explore many things. So I think that's a blessing in itself. But congratulations, and very curious minds. I pulled LinkedIn about the most life world changing technology that we had, the light bulb, automobile, aircraft, or the internet, and large part of the audience, the internet. And I would have to agree, absolutely. And if we had to do the chicken or the egg thing, it would have to be the light bulb. There's no way that this computer screen, the LED that's telling me that the camera is on, would work without the light bulb. So, counter argument, but the internet just, oh my goodness, the amount of information that we can access with one search, with one query, with one connection, or a few degrees of separation to somebody else, that is phenomenal. So they're all impactful for different reasons. The if it was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I would have to go with the audience, and it would have to be the internet. If the argument was made of the chicken or the egg, then it would be the light bulb. So I look forward to engaging with you all in that sort of way through LinkedIn and seeing what other curious answers we might get. And who knows, the next keynote to if it's high school students or university students, that the world is changing. One teacher, his students are going to be engaged in esports. They're building their own computers. They're going to be competing with their own computers, and they created a little league for themselves. So it's going to be exciting to see, and I'm going to follow up to see what that student group turns out to do. He said he's going to keep it small to about 15 to 18 students. And so, esports, if I had a choice for a sixth or seventh period and I got student credits for that when I was in high school, I would so jump on that. If I had to go train on the keyboards to see, or maybe, I don't know, he would test us with programming, whatever it was, I would do whatever it took to make sure I got into that elective course. It's a fun course, and at the same time, the students that will be there will get to learn about hardware and CS. He's already involved with the robotics team, or he has a robotics project that he has his students prepare for. I had another student and a group of students that were asking about internships. Not on my mind when I was in high school. And his question was, how do I get an internship? And so, one, us community leaders that go out to these events to talk about resources and organizations that we're involved with, whether we're lifetime members or volunteers, that makes an impact. One of the students, I I asked him if you're interested in an internship, one of the big things you can do for yourself is seek mentorship. And I challenged him, although you didn't ask, but if you did ask, and if you were to ask, I'm not going to say no to you, but it requires that you ask me directly that you need mentorship. Because a lot of the times we don't know. And if we are asked, we're more than willing to do it. And if we cannot, we will often refer them to somebody else. And so the process continues. But it was a great past weekend, spent time with my mama. And what did we do? I She didn't know I was coming until we had to plan the logistics. I wanted to recreate a memory from my childhood that we would regularly visit. So many of us growing up in LA, Griffith Park has a soft spot because hiking, the observatory, picnic areas, the playgrounds, the horses when it was open until last December, that there's fond memories there. And so we would barbecue. We would wake up early in the morning, go grocery shopping, take our shopping cart, take it all, I don't know, maybe it was 2 miles from where we lived. And so we would have to walk to make it to Griffith Park. But those were some of the fondest memories for me because we would regularly visit this place, I don't know, maybe 20 times out of the year. And so I wanted to recreate that for my mom because it's a thank you, and we did the grilling. The men were in charge of the grilling, and she, just enjoyed peaceful, and we spent as much time as we could there until we had to leave. But it was nice, simple pleasures. And I think another part that I would leave these set of students would have been time. Time is essential. There's going to come a point where you're going to start giving more consideration to what's more important. And I live by I would hate to miss out on certain memories from my own children when that happens, just because I have other obligations. So I would like to be undisturbed, not distracted. I would like to be fully present for those important moments because they make a difference. And then who knows, my children will recreate those memories for me. I would love that. So yeah, it's going to be continued, and I look forward to engaging even more. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, or you want to do a collaboration. I am thinking more and more about that. I just haven't framed what that's going to look like. But in the meantime, stay well and to be continued.